Hi, welcome back to Kweshunga. It's been such a beautiful conversation hosting a group of beautiful women talk about how they've navigated adult friendships. And as I promised, they kept mentioning names, and I have dragged those names here as well to continue this conversation. So here with us is Ian, and we have Mildred, and we have Rita. I will ask them to introduce themselves so that we can dig deeper into this already very fiery conversation. Rita, we'll start with you. Tell us who you are, what you do, and how you know these people.
My name is Rita Navasanzi, classification bank. I work in Stanbic Bank. And how I got to know these people is through Effie. But first knowing Effie, I had to first meet her sister, whom I will not mention, but she knows.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, through her, I got the networking through. Then I met Mildred, Ian, Janice, and Brenda.
Okay. And Mildred?
First of all, you'll forgive me. My voice is a bit husky. I have a cold, but nevertheless,
A bag going round.
Yeah.
We forgive you.
and it's the season that we are in.
Even the weather is not helping.
Not good at all. Mildred Radukunda is my name. I am. I work with Umeme in the Human Resource Department. And you asked how I met the crew.
Yes.
Of course, like Brenda mentioned, it's through Effie.
Yeah.
You know, she's the glue.
So Effie
She's
is
the
the collector.
You know, through the Sombavyuma. So I've known Effie for more than 16 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The Brenda and Janice were talking about 8 years.
Yes.
We are now hearing 16.
So
It's going up.
We met at campus.
Yeah.
And through Effie, like Brenda mentioned, she's the Sombavyuma.
Yeah.
That's how I got to meet Ian and Rita, Brenda and Janice.
Okay. Nice. And Ian? The only man in the women's crew.
These are not women.
They are not. I'm so sorry. You know, today it's difficult to say people's gender because I am not sure until they identify. Please.
I'm Ranga Ian. I'm a farmer. I deal in poultry, cattle keeping, goat rearing, and coffee.
But are you people seeing how I'm leaving this place with a cow, with a birthday party, with a PhD? Really, this group is so diverse. I can get everything I want. A job. I'm getting money from Stanbic. Really. Yes, please.
So, basically, I'm a farmer. I live in the village. They call me villager. I don't mind.
So these people pass eyes in you because you're a farmer. They think...
I'm a villager. So, I'm a father. I have 2 kids, daughters. Happily married man. They always call me.
He's a happily married man. Have you heard all the ladies who are out there saying, the man is taken?
So, I think I knew FB before.
Yeah.
It's coming to 30 years, I think.
30 years is a long time to stay friends with somebody. Muchikola mutia. How do you do it?
It's all about God. You know, when you trust God, if you're a believer and you have religion within you and you keep praying for your friends, praying for family, friends, and everyone around you, of course you get cream. What you pray for is what you get. Garbage in, garbage out. So if you go for people who are not, or people who don't have ethics and integrity, because in friendship, you must look for ethics and integrity. If someone doesn't have those two, then don't waste your time. You're just going to eat the end. So then I got to know Navatan's Rita, then Anena, Dr. Brenda, Mildred, then Janice. Others have been coming in and then
Leaving. The
Just
ones
like
who
that.
don't stand
They
the
are
test of
visitors.
time. They are usually those ones who don't stand the test of time. Tell me about that. Let me first leave Ian for a bit. Tell me about those people, those coming in and going out, because they also destabilize you as people who are staying, right? Sometimes when people walk into your life and then just disappear just like that, it's a transition, and it can be destabilizing. Talk about that a bit.
But like Effie said, you know, Effie is the one that usually brings these people. So when she brings them to the group, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know whether it's the. I think the group is. I don't know whether it becomes hot for them, but they end up leaving.
Maybe they come expecting to only be friends with Effie, then they find all of you and they are overwhelmed.
Yeah, I think they, and we have a good vetting system. So if you can't match up to it, then you'll definitely fall off.
Just fade out.
You just go.
So Rita, you mentioned that you work with Stanbic, you have a family. Where do you get the time and the balance to have all this time you spend with these people and this crew and to keep this fire burning? How do you do that?
Okay, what I do, of course, I have a very tight schedule, and sometimes based on the calling we get on the group, I usually complain a lot as me. But thank God I was placed in a right group, because I get my beatings there. Sometimes I realize and say, okay, let me create this time. Of course, time is not there. We have to create it ourselves. And the other thing is about the kind of friendship I have with these people. Because to me, it's beyond friendship. These are like another family to me. Whereby if I have my ups and downs, they are the first people I hold on to. It's like a chain whereby if I miss one of them, I feel like there's something lacking somewhere. So even when we get issues here and there, sometimes you get annoyed with someone in the group. You just find yourself that really I'm missing this person. So if it's my call and I'm the one in wrong, I have to call in that person. But I make sure, because I know they are part of me, I have to create that time for them. However much it's little, I would rather have a big program, but I have to fix myself here first. Because I know they are the first people I have to call in case of anything. So that is how I really manage.
Yeah, people have said you make time for the things that you love and the people that you love. So this excuse of there's no time is really just an excuse.
And it's hard with Effie telling her you don't have time. then you find Ian. Also.
So Effie is the headmistress, Ian is the voice of reason, Kwegamba, this group. But I like what Ian said. He talked about integrity and ethics. What are those values that ground your group? For you, when you look through and think through the things that have held you together, of course, God is at the helm of it, because Effie talked about prayer, Ian has emphasized it as well. So just talk us through the even 5 or 4 or 3 or 2 values that for us as a crew, these are the values we stand on, this is our culture. Yeah.
First and foremost, it's the loyalty. For us, loyalty is number one. Like Effie mentioned, we have a WhatsApp group. We throw in each and everything. When you're building a relationship, you tend to be vulnerable. You reveal yourself more, you open up more, and then, because you trust these people. So for us, it's that. We've been loyal, we are loyal to each other, because we are trustworthy. We trust one another, and which other value? Many values.
No, sorry, you were saying one more.
Like we have confidence in each other when we are around each other.
And actually, we've also built consistency. for for any relationship to stand, you have to have that consistency. Like once in a while, we keep doing things together. We meet up, like they told you, the group calls to check in, to check on each other. Once in a while, though sometimes we tend to be busy with work and what have you, but at least we always come in for each other. And to me, that's it anyway. Precisely.
Ian, how have you dealt with external pressure with the crew? And by external pressure, I mean all these people gossiping about the group, because I know you hear these things. Yeah, all the girls bring these things to you and say, these people are saying that my marriage is going to fail or what? How you're laughing, but it's in groups of people. Gossip is inevitable. It might not be internal. It comes from out. So that external pressure is what I'm talking about, from the other people outside, from the people who look at you and judge you, from every other force that's not within the group and does not believe in these values. How do you manage to navigate that space?
I would say I don't have pressure. Because the moment you know you're with the right people, you don't get pressure from anyone, whether your wife or your husband or your friend or your parents. Provided you know what you want, you be focused. You keep going. Mu Ruganda bagamba nti twemira buyahwiza noloyimbira nti wadde ogamba ki, you not reach where you are going. So you must know your goals. What are your targets? What are your goals? What are you looking for in these people? What have you achieved from these people? Because if you go back and then you say, now they are saying this one is vaping the other one, this one is dating this one is pimping the other one, is bringing this one, then you're not building. You lose track. So the best thing is know the people you are moving with. If you trust each other and you trust in God, people will talk but do not win. You keep going. So there's no way you'll be. So they will gossip, of course. People, they will talk whether they are doing well or are doing bad. When you do good, they will talk. When you're doing bad, they will talk. So regardless, you've got to move.
I like that attitude. I like that because people will talk regardless. Like when you do good things, they'll talk. When you do bad things, they'll talk. So you choose your hustle and you stick to it. Choose your mountain that you want to die on.
When you are poor, they will talk. When you are rich, they will talk.
So just be rich. Just be rich and stay there. I'm going to ask this question to the three of you. So just respond in no particular order. What's been the most memorable time you've had with the crew? And this is deeply personal. Your most memorable time with the crew, the thing you've enjoyed the most hanging around these people.
I think I'll go first.
Please, indulge us.
It was on 2nd of December, 2020. We were celebrating Nefi's birthday in Kalangala.
In lockdown, you people were in Kalangala.
So on the
Who is your Gamba Nogu?
On the way coming back, we were on the boat. There was this song of Chagwani, what was called Kasukari. And then it was Kasukari Keku. And then I just killed us. Was on the boat, putting loud music, dancing on the song. Everyone was like, this girl is from far from north. So to me, that day, I'll never forget that day. And then I just killed it. I was like, this is not the person I know.
So I like that your crew hangs out a lot. I'm hearing boat cruises, even in lockdown. Anyway, I am sending my letter of adoption very soon to whoever the ringleader is. I might join. I will go through the vetting committee, don't worry. Rita, do you want to go next or if you're ready?
Now, to be honest, we've had several memorable times together. I don't think I'm able to even
have a particular one.
Yeah, because we've had quite many.
There has to be one that stood out that you just be like, but we had fun on this day. Surely, surely.
Honestly. We've had fun several times. I don't know, plenty of times.
So you guys really have fun. So maybe let me just twist the question a little bit. Rita, when you guys meet, what are those things that are a must do? It's also tied to values, but like, people go out and the first thing they do is, I like to travel, and the first thing I do when I go to any place is take the tour bus. Because I'm like, yes, I'm going to see these things, but I want to see them through the eyes of, like a tour guide first, and then I can go visit the spaces myself. The other thing I do is eat street food. I must eat street food. Like Tonyumi's at fine dining. I love it, but let's just go and eat Kwa Rolex on the street and know that, hey, this people's food, this people's city is like this. So you guys, when you go as a crew, what are those things that are a must first do?
The memorable moment I can talk about is when we went to Fort Portal. Sometimes we sit and talk and do what, but to me, there's this vigor we had, and I remember we were seated at the swimming pool that was is it Greater Lakes? Was it Greater something like that? Greater Lakes. So, when as we talked, we are here talking about the budget and what? Yeah. And then we were there. Hey, what are we going to eat, guys? I think we should have the meal and get to know. So, this trip, we had a person who planned, the tour guide who planned it for us. So as we were seated, we were like, now we need to have something to eat. Are we eating here or? Then we requested for our menu. So when we saw the menu, what I remember is either it was me or maybe because we were taking pictures there. Yeah. And then the menu came and they were telling us each of us had to pay around 120 for just that lunch part. Yeah. And then there is a way, when you were in the water, and then there is a way that bill came into plan. They were telling us that money. Oh my gosh, how I wish you saw how everyone just moved out of the water. We're like, no, I think we should dress up and go and find somewhere else to eat.
Find a more affordable place. We are on a trip. We are not here to break the bank. Yeah.
So, and by the end of that day, really that trip was very cheap. Yeah. But based on what happened, it looks so expensive out there. Yeah. Where everyone could ask, please share the place. How much? We couldn't even account for it. But of course, for me, when I have such memorable moments, I make sure I go back with my family. Yeah. So I made sure we went back with the family so that they also experience what we found there. It was so interesting. Yeah.
I asked about the thing you do. That ritual. What are those? Because you see, when I walk into Effie's house, there are candles burning, there's over what? There are so many rituals happening. And I'm sure that as a group, you have certain things you do together. Either pray together or first eat together or pop a bottle of champagne or what is it? What's that ritual that you do?
Well,
And who came up with it?
Of course, because master planner. We told you we have a master planner. We have that creative one who is Effie. She'll always come up with ideas
of what you should do.
Exactly. But of course, like when we go out, first thing that we usually do, pull out our phones and take
pictures. You've got to remember the moment. That's a very good ritual. That's a very, very good ritual. I love memories because sometimes I'm there and I'm like, and Google Pictures reminds me, on this day, 5 years ago, this happened. So it's good. It's good to take pictures.
So we always take pictures. We always ourselves around each other. So we do. You know,
was it always like that? Let me just take you back there, and any of you can chip in, because when you say we are always ourselves around each other, I watched a video recently, and it was sent. I don't remember what you were celebrating, but you were in Barara, and you were running with the kids and playing football and racing with the parents and one. And I was like, this is proper Kweshunga, but how do you get to that point? Like, is it something that just happens, or did it gradually happen? Like, what happened? How do you get to a place where we are free like this?
It just
gradual.
happens.
No, but still it grows. It's, you know, it just doesn't happen. It grows. So, and it's friendship is effort.
Yeah.
You put in that work.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
You need to first build, you know, that confidence within each other, that trust, like I already told you. Then when you feel you fully trust these people, then you can be yourself. Because you know very well, if you're, we all want to be loved. We all want to be loved.
Yeah.
But you see, for you to be loved, you need to be known.
Yeah.
Because no one is going to love you when they don't know you.
Yeah.
So for you to you know, to have that fulfillment of feeling that love, you need to be known. And how are you going to be known? It's by being vulnerable and showing up, you know, revealing yourself to these people. Let them know you. So now that is what we are. We know each other. So you find that it's easy for us to be ourselves. Let me tell you, sometimes we forget we have a male. We do sauna together. We do, you know, we are just free with it. And by the like you said with the first group, people keep asking, Muchikola mutia, muchikola mutia.
How do I join that group? What
Like
is
Janice said, he's that calm person. By the way, and I had Brenda mention this, if Ian was not with, I don't think we would survive. Because
there are times
where he really comes,
you know, like when we travel,
Yeah.
you know, us without the makeup, you wear this and remove.
Yeah.
But then there are times he can come and say, if we said we are moving at 10, it has to be 10.
Yeah.
Makeup.
Makeup, so he will take you even with your makeup in the bag. You have to make up in the,
But you must keep time.
but you have to keep time. So
No, I mean, you need sometimes we get ahead of ourselves, and sometimes we also undersell ourselves. So you constantly need people who put you back on the path, because you don't know what's going on most times. And this is where I'm going to ask you, Ian. I know that there's, of course, group dynamics are complicated, very, very complicated. Just having one friend is complicated enough. Now having 6, 7 of them. And how do you deal with the different characters? Because with each character comes an insecurity, an opportunity, a delight. Like, all of them are different. This one is bubbly, this one is quiet, this one quarrels, the other one just cries. So how do you manage to create the balance amongst all these people?
You only forgot one thing. We come from a different background. We have people from north, and then we have people from the west. From Chisoro. We have the professor from Janice. We have Central. So there's culture. First of all, you must be understanding. You always have to pray for your like I said, for your group and your family. Always ask God to give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Know the people you're dealing with. Because if you don't know the people you're dealing with, you can't manage. Even them, they know how to manage me. I won't say that I'm managing them. They're also managing me. Yeah, of course. So we're managing each other.
It's a 2-in-1.
Yeah, so I won't say that I'm managing them, because I'm not managing them. They're also managing me. Where I go wrong, they say this is wrong. Where I do right, they say this is right. So it's not about I manage them, but they also manage me. But we keep on moving. First of all, respect is number one. If you don't have respect, you never have a friend, not even a lover at home. Because respect is the key to everything you do. You must respect each and every one. Whether someone understands, whether they doesn't understand. Because there's a difference between knowing and understanding. You must be knowing if you don't understand. You must be understanding if you don't even know. So the two are different. You must know everyone. So the moment God, and I'm lucky that they always accept me or they believe in me to move them out of their comfort zone. Because like I said, you're doing makeup and then you come with someone with makeup, please move and we go. So something easy. And then the next day you keep on talking. Other the moment you call her, the next day you get blocked.
We are cutting you off.
Yeah, they block you. You call again, this number you can't. So I'm only best that today I pull them, tomorrow I still call them and they pick. And then so they call me back and then
So you guys exercise grace with each other. Yeah. Wow. I know I like the thing the comment about respect, especially because today we think that I can take Mildred for granted. That one of the reasons that so many friendships have broken up is because of taking each other for granted. That I think I can call Ian at any time and he shows up, and so I take it for granted that he will always show up. I don't put value on the sacrifice he's making to show up for me. I never show up for him. I am always just taking and never giving. I don't respect his name. I don't respect his family. I don't respect his time. I don't respect his money. And so people end up breaking up because of those small misunderstandings, and the root cause is really respect. So I'm glad that you've mentioned respect, and I'm glad that you bring it out in a way that helps to show the world that your group has been glued together by loyalty, by respect for one another, but also you've taken time to know and understand one another. Yeah, you were saying
And
you've also...
and we also respect each other's space.
Yeah.
We give each other space.
Yeah.
You know that's one of the things that we. How do I say this?
That is personal character.
Like,
you understand someone.
Because you see, sometimes you make a call, and then somehow someone is busy, someone is caught up, but you respect that. Respect people's space, but still if you're able to come and pitch in, then that's also okay. It's not like it's a do or die. If you don't come, then we are not going to talk to you again. We are done.
We are finished.
That's not how.
That's
not how this group works. And another thing, one thing I've learned over time. Actually, it's not about having many friends, but it's about the quality.
Yeah.
The quality of friends that
Quality
you have.
over quantity.
Over quantity.
Yeah, quality, by the way.
So we've chosen ourselves, and for some reason, we've had many people. By the way, we've had people that have tried to
come
fit in.
But for some reason,
they fail.
We've always chosen ourselves again. We've always stood the test of time. And here we are. Because you see, we are growing, and we really need these friendships. Because friendships are so fulfilling. But still, it's also important for someone to note that even if a friendship fails, it's okay. Yeah. It's not the end of the world. It's fine. It is well. And you don't take things personal. Just move on. Move with those that speak to your journey.
Where you're headed.
Because we are growing. We need each other. We need friends. So we need. For us, we've decided to choose ourselves.
So Mildred, I just want to throw a spanner in the works there a little bit as we strive to finish. There are people who say, "Oh, I'm too old at this my big age. I can't make new friends because really now I have to tell you my whole life story and then introduce you to all my ancestors who died." I don't have the energy to go through that. Because you see now, Ian has known Effie for 30 years. Effie beginning to meet someone right now is to tell them, "Oh, I was born here. This is my jaja. This is," that's hard work. But there are also people who say, "Look, I can't afford to lose you. You have my secrets. We either die together or you can't leave this friendship." Like, what are you doing, Mbu? Our friendship has ended. What do you mean? When you know all my secrets. So what do you have to say about that?
No, it's a choice.
Yeah.
It's you know, you choose. You choose who you want to be with.
Yeah.
No one is going to force you to be with someone.
You don't
And
want
it's
to
and
be-
like
yeah.
Janice mentioned, it's energy.
Yeah.
Our energies match.
Yeah.
You know, because if you don't have, for you to be friends, you have to have at least almost the same interests. You have to be interested in at least some things
there are
need to.
commonalities that bring you together.
Exactly, yeah. Because if you're totally opposite, how will you connect? So anyway,
Anyway, Bambi, if you're my friend and you're out there, dear, you are not living my life. You're with me to the death. Because, dear, you have all my secrets and we are not telling them to other people.
You know, we
For
have
us-
a process. This is the process thing because our friendship is here, fine. But remember, even way back as we were growing, we had friends. So there are those now. There are we allow, yes. So sometimes you really have to understand.
Yeah.
Now, if you hear Mildred and Effie,
Yeah.
since their school campus life,
First year.
that is really a
It's a long time. This one's not even all the secrets of all the boys they dated.
but we still have friends out there who are still our friends,
Yeah.
but the bondage is different.
Yeah.
Because I have many friends still out there, but with this group,
It's different.
it's different, and it's a blessing.
Yeah.
You have to take it as a blessing because even the old friends you have, you still see you can't fit
Yeah.
more than you're fitting here.
No,
so.
I totally hear you. And of course, I was saying you can't die with you can't take my secrets with you because ideally you want to be friends with people to the death. That's the ideal. You don't want to start saying, "Oh, Ian knows that I did these things and he's not my friend." But we need to allow friends to evolve, and we need to allow friends to find their own path and move on even when they don't. I mean, the shoe fits; it doesn't fit anymore. So and you find another shoe.
Yeah.
You can't force someone to be in your life, but still, for us, we decided to choose one another. So
That's really, really good. So I'm going to use this minute right now to invite the rest of the crew so that the three of you can answer one last question for me, and then we will close this. Okay, so finally, Rita, Mildred, and Ian, I want you to look back at your younger self. Think about maybe 15 years, 14, 13. That's the age we were making friends that mattered. What would you tell your younger self about keeping or growing and maintaining lasting friendships? What advice would you give to your younger self about maintaining lasting friendships?
I think the one particular thing is the person you have to first talk to is God to give you the right friendship, even as you're young. Because if you're to look at your campus life and how you moved around it with circles and what, up to today, you have to really know that it's really God who has made you pass through the different character of people and friends and everything. So my take is take each friendship as it comes to you, and have it in mind that not every friend that comes is going to be a genuine friend or a lifetime friend. So it is just a path like in any other situation that we go through. So I think, to me, my way back of teenager and now, those are some of the things that I've seen that would really take you through as a friendship person with other people.
Wow.
just to
Thank you, Rita. Yes, Mildred.
just to add on what Rita has just said, you know, I would advise my younger self to have to ask God to have that spirit of discernment, for you to be able to
To know that this is
Because, and by the way, if you use, because you see, like God, we have, like, we ladies, we are blessed that we have the sixth sense. You always have that intuition. You always have that something that keeps telling you that, you know, my energies don't match with this person. So always listen to it. If you don't feel right about something,
Energy doesn't lie. That's the truth. Energy doesn't lie.
It doesn't. So if you feel something is not working, if you feel something is not real, then just
it off.
Just let it go. And I would also advise my younger self, it's very, very paramount to be loyal. Loyal to your friends. It's very important. And when you, like, love selflessly, it doesn't matter if you don't receive the same, but as long as you feel happy, you're giving, you feel happy, just do that. And friendships, like I mentioned earlier, we need them. They are really, because we all need to be loved. You feel good when you have. By the way, people are lonely.
It's true. I'm here. I am here, and I'm lonely.
Recently, I had one of my close friends. Not like we already mentioned. We also have friends out there. We have other special friends out there. So
You're cheating on the crew?
No, this is not cheating. But now you get it. Now that's what makes us unique. That you can still have other friends, but still
maintain this special.
Exactly.
We can even bring them in, but when they don't fit, they stay there.
When if they feel they can't match up to the standards and the energies in the group, you know, they usually they'll stay there, but still we have them. Now, one of my friend's daughter confided in me some time back and told me, you know, sometimes I am lonely, so I decided to download Google Assistant. Imagine this. She's making 12 Google Assistant. So I had no, actually I was new to it. I was like, now what is this that it talks? I talk if I want someone to talk to. I talk to Google Assistant.
She even said that I don't want, there's something I want to tell mommy. I fear telling mommy. I will tell mommy.
Then I also asked Google Assistant to sing for me. You know, so
that is friendship needed.
That, you see. So now that brings me back to the point. We need friendships, but we need quality friendships, not fara. And you,
Madam.
Anyway, after that set.
So Babiuma.
Okay, so no, I hear God in every one of you here mentioned God. So I am glad that God is the anchor of this. But I also hear very loudly loyalty. It stands out that you've got to be loyal to yourself and to the people that God has surrounded you with. I also hear very, very loudly respect. Respect and honor. Respect and honor. That is coming out so loudly. Ian, advise your younger self and we close this session. Mr. Happily Married Man.
Basically, there's nothing else you can look for in friends. You don't have to pray. Always pray to God to give you the people who will understand you. People will respect you. People will move with you, whether in the dark or during the day. But there are friends we get, at night we're together, during the day, he's away. When he has an issue, he's with you. When he's solved, he's away. So the best is always ask for ethics and integrity. If you see someone without ethics and integrity, just know it's not a match. Some must have your vibe. When you vibe, you have to vibrate. Yes. So, God is the final answer in friendship.
Yeah.
You would want to have as many as you want, but God will say you have only 5 here. But you're looking for 100. They're not for you. They belong somewhere else. So always be person who always go before God. Means maybe kasaraba. I always have my rosary here. Whether I'm going to bed, whether I'm going where, it is always here. I'm a man of Rubaga Cathedral. So God first. Whoever is out there looking for friendship, this is the answer.
People, you've heard for yourselves. I cannot add or subtract anything to what all these wonderful people have said, but I want to urge you, if you're out there and you're looking for friends, if you've given up on friendships, if you're trying to make new friendships, just anchor yourself around God. Be loyal, be loyal, be loyal. Build your loyalty first to yourself, because if you don't respect yourself, if you're not loyal to yourself, if you don't honor yourself, it will manifest. It's the same energy you will take out there and spread around the people that you're with. So honor yourself so you can honor other people. Respect yourself enough that you can respect other people, but also pray. Pray that God will give you the spirit of discernment, that you will know which people are for you and which people are against you, but also that you will know which people are in your life to destroy you, because listen, the devil comes to steal, kill and destroy, and there are some friends who are in our lives to do exactly that. So do not allow that to happen. Beautiful crew, I am baptizing this crew the champagne crew, because really you guys, they be on boat cruises, they take champagne, they are just the real vibe. So allow me to say bye to the champagne crew by thanking the Agandi Studios for putting all this together along with the Kweshunga team. I've been Penelope Sanyo, your host, and I'll see you next time on Kweshunga.